of most precious wood, and of all brass and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and all ornaments, the frankincense and vine and oil, fine flour and wheat, and beasts, sheep, horse, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. All these things mentioned in Revelation chapter 18 verse 12 to 13 is what is being sold in the marketing of the spirit. In the marketing of the spirit, which do not have physical geographical location. In the marketing of the spirit, all these things are sold. But the most expensive thing that was written last, two things that was written last that is more expensive, is slaves and soul. Slaves and human beings that devil by reason of sin subjected them unto himself and make them slave unto sin. And souls is what he have received from them by giving out themselves to him. So any man that his soul has been bought by the devil is now a slave to the devil. So in the realm of the spirit, in the spiritual marketing, there is only one most expensive thing. That is the soul. When it's been sold out, can never be gained again. When it's been sold out, can never be gained again. And Ezekiel chapter 22 verse 12. Ezekiel 22 verse 12 we say, indeed have they taken gifts to shed blood, and hath taken usury in increase, and they have taken usury and increase, and thou hast greedily gained of thy neighbor, of thy neighbors by extortion, and had forgotten me, says the Lord God. Ezekiel 22 verse 12. When men by the reason of making usury, by reason of collecting, trading them their soul to the devil for the sake of increment in wealth, they forget God. As man tends to get more wealthier out of greediness, they tend to forget God. The more you struggle to become rich out of greediness, the more you forget God. That was why Jesus Christ said it will be more difficult for a rich, it's more better for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. Because riches by greediness will never allow you to see God. The man that was so rich to the extent that he never lacked anything died a wealthy man but never knew God and went to hell and went to the place of torment, anguish. But the man Lazarus, who was poor but spiritually rich. Why? How was he rich? Because he still had the soul. To be rich is not acquiring the wealth of the world, but to have your soul. And God said, my desire is for you to prosper as your soul prospereth. So if your soul is prospering, that means you are wealthy. Lazarus was poor physically, but yet he was wealthy because his soul was prospering. That rich man, he was rich in the physical, but yet his soul was not prospering. So how do you know that devil is prospering you? Is when your soul is not prospering. So God can make people very wealthy. Yes, fine. God blesses men. He's a wealthy God. He's very rich, very, very rich. He is the most richest man in the world and in the spirit. That even his own kingdom is being, the floors of his own kingdom is being made of gold. The place that angels tread upon and walk is being made of gold. What we value so much on this world is being used to make the floors of heaven, to show how rich this God we are serving is. If he is so much rich, and he said he will bless us according to his riches in glory, so which means we can become wealthy. So the difference when God is prospering you and when devil is prospering you is that when you are prospering in the Lord, you prosper in the physical and your soul prospers. But when you are being prospered by the devil buys your soul, and deep inside you are poor, but in the outward you are rich. So it takes men who are poor in the physical but rich in the spirit. I don't mean when I talk about poor in the physical, I don't mean that you lack cash. That's not what I'm talking about. When you are poor in the physical, that means you are deficient in sin. You lack sin in you. That's what it means to be poor in the physical. And in Matthew chapter 5, in the Beatitude, the Bible says, those that are poor in spirit, they shall gain the world. So it takes men who are poor in sin to be able to habit the presence of God. So the only way to test true wealth is the prosperity of the soul. So if the Bible is saying that by thou hast taken usury and increased, and thou hast greedily gained of thy neighbor by extortion, and hast forgotten me, says the Lord. Today, that is what is being done, and everybody say, I'm smart. If you are intelligent and you are not smart, you will be poor. But we are not intelligent and you are smart, you will be rich. Yes, that is what is reigning everywhere. To be smart. Those that work hard tends to be poor, but those that are smart tends to be rich. Fine, it is good to be smart, but the more smarter you are, the more you forget God, the more you tend to lose your soul. And that's why he said it takes the foolishness of the world to understand the mysteries of God. He said God have taken the mysteries of the kingdom and revealed them to the babies. He said the spiritual things are foolishness to the carnal man, because he thinks that he's smart. Because he thinks that he is smart. The more smarter you are, the more you tend to lose God. So for you to have God, you need to be foolish. You need to be earthly foolish, and you need to be earthly poor. You need to be earthly poor. You need to lack sin in you. Sin needs to be lacked in you. When there is no sin, your soul prospers, and you can be able to prosper in the physical. Because if you have the expensive thing in you, if you still have it in you, and you are prospering there, it reflects to the physical. This is why there is so much poor Christians today. It's because that their soul indirectly has been sold to the devil and they are not aware. And secondly, is that their soul is not prospering. When your soul prospers, it affects around you. It reflects around you, and it reflects to people around you. See, Lot was blessed. Why? Because he was with Abraham. So the Abraham was prospering in his soul and also in everything around him. That's why he said to Abimelech, don't give me anything, so that tomorrow you will not say that you are the one that made me rich. So it is fine, it is good to be rich, wealthy. It is okay. It's one of the kingdom principles. It's one of the kingdom strategies of God, winning souls. But when you are filled with sin, my brother, my sister, honestly, your soul is not prospering. That is the difference. That is what God wants us to understand by when he stated about the rich man and the poor Lazarus. When you are rich in the world, you enjoy pleasure of the world. And when you enjoy pleasure, you are prospering your flesh. But when you are poor in the flesh, your spirit grows, because at every time the spirit and the soul is at contention. So to whom you obey, you yield yourself to. Let's rise up on our feet and begin to cry unto God. Begin to call unto God. God, have mercy. See, we need the mercy of God. We need the mercy of God. Begin to pray, oh God, have mercy upon me. Oh God, have mercy. Begin to speak to God. Leka mana mana dosha krende yabada moshum brogobo zunde kana manosha. Lega bedu zumbra kaya badosha kambrandi kaya bada badosha kaya baba babasha. Lebete kendusa nabadasha nabadabasha. In the name of Jesus Christ. The only place things are secured is in God. Anything given to God can never be taken away. So begin to open your mouth and pray, oh God, I give myself to you. I give myself to you. I give it away to you. Take me. Take over my life. Take over my life. Take over everything about me. Don't even allow me to think. Don't even allow me to think it twice. Overthrow my life. Brood over my life. Take it. Take it. Take over my life. Don't allow me to think. Because by the sense of thinking, my impulse may stop your move. The mental impulse may stop you from taking it over. Oh God, don't allow me to think. Just take over. Take over. Speedily. Take over, oh Lord. Take over. Get the belush kimbraga damasha krobadabasha. Ego banamado zombrende yamamo shaga yabagadi shababa. Eya kamano zombra kami brondos kinda yamano shakam banabalabasha. Begin to pray, oh God, prosper my soul, prosper my soul, prosper my soul, make me to prosper as my soul prospereth. Shaka bana 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 bana